Yay! Welcome to the Stool Preachers listening party. We've not never done this before.
We've never done it.
We're going to listen to our brand new album Above the Static, which is out probably by the time you see this, March 31st on Pure Noise Flipping Records.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. Front cover, back cover. Lads, when was the last time you listened to any of these?
After it was mastered. For me, I haven't. I've just had a total ear break.
At least
so like all the songs
at
that ain't
least a
singles, it's been 6 months.
I'm looking
So I'm
forward
going
to
fresh.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on. I want to bring like that down.
Whoa, look at that.
Golden Nugget edition.
The nug.
For anyone that got that from Cortex.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lucky you.
There you
God.
go.
Look at that.
Side
Off
A.
and away.
Should we all do the honours?
I think you should do the honours,
I'm
lad.
gonna hold my finger nearby for good luck.
Here we go.
Call Me on the Way Home, track one.
Okay.
One true friend, don't do anything stupid. Hold on and hold back your tears and talk to me about your fears. Don't do anything to compromise you. You shine so bright, just don't burn through. The agony, the guts, the instinct to try. I know you feel alone, but I'm by your side. So don't do anything stupid. Your love, could you say? Just come and come and come and
And that was track one. Alice Called Me on the Way Home.
Amazing.
That's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
That's
It's
a
a lot of
fun.
fun. I was thinking at the start, we thought like, oh, we're being really daring. We're opening the record with a keyboard, like a
Yeah.
synth thing. Like,
Well,
you
it's
know, this
different. We
is
haven't done
different.
that before.
It is, but then we released Lighthouse Keeper.
Oh, yeah. Fair.
This is like,
Fair. It's the
Yeah.
drums for me on that track, like we were saying when it was spinning, like the simplicity, but especially when it breaks down to the don't do anything stupid bit, the break and the do 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 do. It's definitely a nice change of pace for us. It's one of those songs where I think we left a lot more space than we had been leaving. Yeah, in the writing.
That was the nice thing, like from the bass point of view on it, it was actually quite challenging to play less and just do what the song needs as opposed to kind of putting more in it. I'd strip quite a lot of notes out of that to kind of
Well, I
just
think
make
that,
it pump, you know.
that's the same as with the whole track itself. If you even listen to what we've heard and from what we recorded, everything was chucked at it, and then if you listen to the stripped back version, it is now there's one guitar in the verses.
Yeah.
Anyone following the acoustic and stuff, and it's just like from where that song came from. It's it went up and then it came back to what it needed to be.
Definitely. I think also for me when we recorded this. Because when the drums are being recorded or when the guitar's being recorded, you can normally hear an element of that, but when the keys and the synth are going on, the guys were wearing headphones, so they were recording the line, and none of us, and then all of a sudden it was press play, and that it was like a little hairs on the back of the neck. I don't remember what track 2 is. What's track 2?
What's Flatlined?
Oh, I was going to say, funny story about that.
We're in.
That wasn't even meant to be a synth, that was going to be a guitar.
Was it?
Carl. Yeah, it was Carl's. I was like playing it for him and I was like trying to teach it to him.
I love
and
that.
the guitar line, he was like, just play it on synth.
Where's he from?
Scott. Carl's
Yeah, nice.
Flatlined.
Ready?
Coward, can I raise my head to see this endgame is a tsunami? Rejection crashes over me. She said I'd see you in the end, my perfect stranger, my perfect friend. Sucker punch, and I'm rolling. We pounded street by street. I'm heartsick on the pavement, knowing this is the last time we'll meet. She said I'll see you in the end, my perfect stranger, my perfect friend. But I knew I'd see you through the eyes of someone who loves you but has to say goodbye. So don't turn around, I've hit the ground under these fading city lights. Or walk with me to A&E, feeling flatlined tonight.
And just like that, I can feel the grief. Not for you, not for me, but the life we were supposed to lead. The distance between us has grown, with everything you should have said and everything I shouldn't have. And I look down at my feet, and they're still just my feet. Nobody in the world notices the changes but me, but even standing right there, you're gone. Too far for me to reach. It's like I'm 12 again and I'm listening to the streets. I can feel my heart breaking beneath my feet, and it's eat, sleep, flatline. Repeat.
So don't turn around, I've hit the ground under these fading city lights. Or walk with me to A&E, feeling flatlined tonight. Don't turn around, I've hit the ground under these fading city lights. Or walk with me.
Yeah, that was Flatlined.
That was.
That was Flatlined.
First one we recorded.
First one we recorded, and that snare drum at the beginning, that was the moment that we looked at each other and like Ben as well, the producer, I was like, that could be big enough.
Big in it, yeah.
we were just saying that it's a Frankenstein, isn't it, that song?
Mm.
It was, what was it? It was...
There was a song called Heart Attack. That you
I used
wrote.
to love that.
Yeah.
Darling, you feel just like... Heart Attack, Back
Once again,
Roads.
I'll take the back roads.
Once again, I'll take the back roads. And then there was a riff idea that Alex did around American Idiot, wasn't it?
Chelm's 40 an Idiot.
Chelm's
was
40 an
the,
Idiot, yeah.
Working title for that. Yeah. And then, where did the breakdown in the middle come from, Tom? When did we have the idea to put that in?
We originally had a completely different arrangement. So originally we had the chorus come in the one before, and there wasn't the pre-chorus, like didn't properly exist at that point. That was one of the bits that like didn't quite fit. It was all a bit late night transmissions, and it was like, right, we've done this. We know the chorus is going to be this big, so we need something. We need to put our feet on the ground for a second. And I think that once we decided to slow it right down, I always felt that with the lyrics it was kind of missing the point. Like it wasn't, you didn't tell the story enough, you know. So being able to then do the spoken wordy bit in the middle and actually just be like, and instead of all the big choruses, here's what I'm actually trying to say.
That was probably one of the first bold steps on this album. Wasn't
Yeah.
it? When we were told to get out of our comfort zone, you know, and then it was like, okay, then we'll get out of our comfort zone.
Yeah, and it
do
being
that.
track one, absolutely,
Yeah.
as well, that we recorded. Banger, they're fun to play live.
Yeah.
Already very fun to play live.
And this song's definitely magical because like when we did record this was the first song we recorded, and yeah, when it came back at us through the speakers, we just all went,
Yeah,
yeah, it was amazing.
it sounded
And the
complete.
beautiful
didn't it?
strings on there from, is it viola
Oh,
player? Do you know?
Eddie Wyatt, thank you for the beautiful strings, for the violins and the
Yeah.
violas and everything. Hope you're very happy in New Zealand now.
Bye.
Yeah. But you can still send us stuff remotely. Yeah.
Track 3?
Track 3.
I don't know what it is.
You gotta listen to yourself. Don't put too much stock in anybody else's opinions of you. Are they wearing your shoes? Another late night mission with this crippling hesitation to find you. We left it too late, and now we're wondering why there's another light on, another candle in another window for a part of you that's never coming home. And when she said she loved you, did she mean she loved you, or just the idea of what you could do for her? It's all turned blue for you. It used to be silver and gold, but now you just do what you're told. So Bobby, you was eaten what you grown, and now it's all gone cold. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. These days I don't mind doing anything as long as I remember it. My mind and my memory have both gone to pot calls the kettle black and swung round the back for a final drag me. So the earth and scorched my feet, cause I'm here with my same bag of fused opinions. And when I said I loved you, did I mean I loved you, or just the idea of what I could do for you? It's all time blue for me. I live my life in red, gold and green, but now I see all I see. So Bobby, yours reaped what I sowed, and now it's all gone cold. I got spring in my step and nowhere to spring to. into this lamppost, maybe it looks like a moon. But I never expected my hard choices to come screaming. Fast is life, I don't like having to make bad decisions for you. It's all turned blue for you. It used to be silver and gold, but now we just do what we're told. So baby, you're as eaten what we've grown, and now it's all gone cold. Whoa, oh, oh, oh.
Banging. It's got stories, that song.
Yeah. I hope you like it. I hope you like that one. That was again a bit different. It was strangely, it was one of the ones that was written like latest, and
Wasn't going to be on the album.
no, well, it
I don't
wasn't.
think we'd heard it.
You guys hadn't
The rest of
heard
the
it
band.
until we were in the studio, right? And we were trying to get Late Night Transmissions to work in one of its. How many versions have we have of it?
I've lost count now, yeah.
So yeah, and you know, he recorded that one with Tim Armstrong as well. Give me another fucking second go at that experience, you know. Fucking-
Yeah, actually, I want to hear that.
yeah, too, if you're listening. But yeah, like Carl and I had written that, and it came really easy. And we've always said like when songs come out really easily, it's normally a really good sign. And Carl would send me the music, and I did the lyrics in about and melody in about half hour, and they didn't really change all the way up until the end. So you guys hadn't heard it, so we were trying to get Late Night Transmissions to fit, and it didn't. So instead of that, we played it. We went for a cigarette, didn't we? We played it on a phone, and Carl and I sort of showed all the guys all at once. And Wibbs looked at Wibbs, and what do you think? You get that down? He was like, yeah, no problem. And in about 3 takes, something like that, he just nailed the whole song. It was and then everybody just went in, and I think it was pretty effortless recording that one for everyone.
Yeah, I think when we heard it, we was like, okay, there's magic in this one, and
Yeah,
it was.
right.
I think like you say, 2 or 3 times. I think we played it through, and then just done.
Do we record it that same night?
It was in the
That's
space
from a late night shifter as well.
We did it all in less time than we were working on Late Night
Oh,
Transmissions.
yeah, absolutely.
Brand new song, yeah.
But that chorus is wicked. That's one of my favourite choruses to play live so far. Like, definitely. But we had it, and it was quite humbling, the recording process, or the mixing process more than anything else. For me, it was quite humbling because this song felt so complete. From the moment we finished writing it, it was one of those ones we could have released a demo and probably would have been happy with it. So I thought it was done, and then we sent it to Kevin Bavona, and Kevin Bavona sent us back the mix that you hear now, and it took it from 80% up to better than we ever could have thought it would sound like. You know, the built vocal in the when she said she loved you, that bit is that's
Everything
Kevin.
had space as well, didn't it?
Massively, man, massively, and then like the whoa, that was a bit of Kevin too. So it was really humbling to like, for someone just be like, yeah, that's good, but like you've missed some real obvious tricks. So I mean,
Sprinkling his magic dust.
yeah, that's it. Next one.
Next one.
What is the next one? Okay, now nice.
That's fun, isn't it?
That's
lovely. We ain't done anything like that.
Bang,
Yeah,
No.
exactly. Short, sharp.
Wanted to do something riffy, something that like a crowd could sing along with, like a riff. Cause
Yeah.
I like Seven Nation Army. That was a sort of like
Yeah.
starting point. Meets Idols, but catchy, and like na 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 na. And that's become a football anthem.
Yeah, it's been played in
In a way.
the international cup the other day, wasn't it?
Women's World Cup.
Women's Arnold Clark Cup,
Arnold Clark Cup, yeah.
which is wicked.
Sweet.
Probably
Yeah.
soon to be the World Cup, maybe.
Oh,
Well, let's hope.
absolutely.
But yeah, that's another song that was like a mashup of two things. Well, actually, I was writing a riff, and Bungle would come up with like a little. Was that the first thing you like ever recorded on your phone?
Yeah, I got GarageBand on my phone, Charles. Yeah, I got GarageBand on my
remember
phone.
you did,
I was trying to figure out how to use it, and then went, I think I've done something, and then gave it to you, and then.
And I was
this
like, well, I'm
genius
in the
mashed
chorus,
together.
let's put that in, and it works, yeah.
Brilliant.
And the lyrics are, well, they're rubbish, aren't they? It's
That's one of
it's
my favourite
demo,
parts of this
yeah.
song. Like Alex wrote,
I'm not
he
saying
writes
it wrong.
nonsense lyrics, and like all the time, and will naturally just RoboCop and and it just some of it is noises, and some of it is just
Nonsense.
just
Genius
nonsense.
and noises, yeah.
And there's a line on this song that makes me toes curl every time, and I love it because it's so absurd and it goes with the aesthetic of the song and the riff, and it's perfect. I'm humming on a hair comb.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you got to quantify what kind of comb it
It
is.
rhymes with spare phone.
It was exactly
Yeah.
care home, spare phone, hair comb.
But I think of Ned Flanders. I think
Yeah.
he's doing the
I'm like a hover by a hair comb
Yeah.
and a moustache comb as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
it.
not a moustache. That's what a
Yeah.
hair comb is,
Yeah.
not a moustache comb. Yeah.
Nice. Or
Yeah.
a chicken's comb.
Yeah.
I'm in on the hair comb doing that little. Yeah.
Strings.
Do you want to say anything else about it?
Oh,
We
really?
play it
It's a
live
banger,
now.
isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
nice. It's fun.
Yeah, it's got the highest harmony, I think, on the entire album.
Well, we were just saying
sing it
earlier
right now.
that Flatlined was challenging to do the backing vocal on, and then we did this, and went, you're going to have to go twice as high now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Bungle
that was killer.
Bungle also grows a foot every time he.
Yeah. Oh, sound.
For the notes.
Ready?
There we go, Gadget.
I took the 49 night bus back across town, jumped off where the red sky meets the grey walls. A fascist on the shop's radio saying racism just ain't racist anymore. But I know my land, histories of blood etched with truth on my path. And in this town, keeping a level head and an open heart don't seem to be the place that most people start. Billy Bragg don't play on Radio 1, not anymore. Billy Bragg don't play on Radio 1. By now, you should have seen the pattern. Anything you want is never gonna happen. Do you sit back and just accept the fact that anything you want is never gonna happen? So alone, so apart, so wrapped up in guilt. They distracted you with headlines, you never knew how you felt. They taught you to hate, to be proud of an empire you didn't create. A global blueprint for the neo-fascist state. It's the immigrants, scream the expats from some sunny beach in Spain. While they moved out for a last-ditch effort at some fun, whilst others run from bullets like rain. It's Johnny Foreigner, Johnny Foreigner, Johnny Foreigner. They all cry. The Prime Minister, please need ya, 'cause I'm sure he's a real nice guy. By now, you should have seen the pattern. Anything you want is never gonna happen. Do you sit back and just accept the fact that anything you want is never gonna happen? The American dream is a complex. Russia oppresses. Saudi Arabia is confused with strict rules and rich dresses. Our lungs are on fire. Way down in Brazil, we sell the second world some medicines that made us most ill. The petrol, the oil, the need to compete. The trickle-down lies and hollow foods that we eat. Did you hear the Samoa's obese? There's a McDonald's in Cuba. The working class is automated. Be a robot or an Uber. You pick the lesser of two evils when you could have picked freedom. You
You fought that hard.
yeah.
You fought that big time, didn't you?
We were just talking about that had a key change at the end for the last thing, which it shouldn't have done.
Because the whole
And then-
song's minor anyway.
Yeah.
And then
It was
like,
almost a
like,
cop out. Right, the last bit
let's
was
make it a bit optimistic. But the point is, it's like that's a nihilistic one. That's an angry. It actually started out like I was writing a pop song, like they sound like Sandy Gold or something. So it was like "Baby, Me and You," it's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like some shit like that. But then it's never gonna happen. That's how I've been feeling like. Politically, like in the last couple of years, it's like there was a chance for change at the 2017, 2019. We didn't
you just
take
bought
it.
into hope.
I bought in a hope, I did, and then it's just like, no, fuck your dreams, we're crushing them. Anyway,
Never gonna happen,
You try and
everything's-
stand up for anything good. If you
And
want
we
to make
see-
it better, it's never going to happen. That's, yeah.
Yeah, and that was your "by now you should have seen the patterns" for the chorus, wasn't it? And then we had another idea in the Dropbox, which was the beginning track that you hear as a sample, and that's the same bit like that was actually on the original demo. And
Yeah.
that was like a minute and a half of just that same beat, wasn't it? So I remember doing some lyrics and spoken word bits over the top of that. And then going into that, "by now," the whole thing just came to life, wasn't it? So it was one of those, it was destined to be a B-side, this song, I think.
I mean, that first initial demo of it sounded it was like proper like 8-bit computer game sounding, and I loved it. I loved that.
It was a proper like
rawness of
laptop
it, yeah.
microphone jobby, you know.
Sounded so
it
good.
was, yeah.
It's got my favourite bit of guitar playing on the whole album.
Is it the rain?
It's the bullets fall
Fall
like
like
rain,
rain, yeah.
pulled out a slide and a bit of delay. So now I've got to have a magnetic slide for one time I'll ever play.
Once, whip it out once.
Yeah.
Just,
And it on like a strings, like
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Again, we were saying we
You'll
love
see
the
that flying across stage one day.
Well played. We're still talking about this. Like the breakdown, we love the breakdown.
Yeah.
Like, we miss the dubby breakdowns.
We were just saying that as well. Like we
Yeah.
missed like the big dub breakdowns. Well, I say miss it was on the new album, but like playing it and having that live and finding that groove in the room, definitely. But we had that written in, and then Carl, the guitarist, wrote that sort of Wes Borland line, didn't he, over the top that really just
Yeah.
that middle eight came alive with that.
Beautiful.
The funny memory that you were saying about with that as well when doing that dub breakdown.
Yeah.
It was like, bung, play less notes, give it a bit more space.
Yeah,
And I was
leave
like,
some
yeah,
space.
I've got this, yeah. No, less.
Much less. Look at me, ready?
Yeah, one then.
That was fun.
You were one note away from it being programmed, weren't you?
Yeah, he came close to me and the keyboard, didn't he?
I never knew that.
You made it. Last chance.
It's
Weren't we behind that mixing desk?
all
mate?
getting revealed here. aren't we?
I need a new laptop, I need a new guitar, I need a car that don't crap at over 50 miles an hour, and I've got to feel something that'll last. But my wants and needs, they move way too fast. I trouble 20-something, before that trouble teen. I've been the most loved, most lost, and everything in between. This darkness in me's not gone, but it's understood. I was so scared at the hide it for good. They say in time, this all gets easier. In time, we learn to see more clear. We grapple with mortality as that curtain draws near, and it feels like I'm just rushing through my years. So tell me something, you think that I should know. Your favorite lyrics that you wrote, or just that it's time to go. 'Cause I need a distraction, look under me, and I'd do anything for any one of you that never lifts a finger for me. In time, this all gets easier. In time,
got no idea when I wrote that song. You guys maybe questioned it during that.
5
Definitely
years
when you're
ago.
seeing-
I
fell down, though.
do you know? I think I wrote it after Grazzi. I think like
But
it
right
was. It was
after.
my maybe like 6 months after. But it was my like race through Berlin of the new lot.
Yeah.
But my ceiling collapsed 8 years ago. I was up.
That's why you need to
up
do
on
that
Market
top.
Street, and at that point I was up on Market Street, then Portslade,
Yeah.
then in the squats for 3 years.
But his ceiling collapsed and it damaged. It fell on his laptop. It damaged his
Yeah,
laptop.
and
But
my
to be
Monday
fair,
broke down, and
And you
very-
carried on
many
using-
other unimaginative lyrics that happened.
but you did carry on using that laptop for about 5 years after.
I did,
Every
absolutely,
time, like,
absolutely.
like
And that
a dent
guitar
in
as
it
well.
from the ceiling.
And that guitar as well. Yeah, I'm not made of
Cool.
money.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's
that kind of took shape in the practice room of the actually sort of pre-production of the. Well, it didn't. We were playing it live for a long time, and then the intro came then, which is just 2 notes.
Well, it was when
about
we
favourite,
it was
wasn't
when we like decided to start working on this album in earnest, and we knew we needed like 10 more songs to pick from, but like ones that we actually crafted and not individuals.
yeah.
So we were bringing stuff into the practice room all the time, and I remember after we played a set or something, I was
Yeah.
like, listen to this, and it worked it out, and then it was you coming in on that,
And then the rest of the rhythm of it is all kind of.
it's all from that acoustic, isn't it? It's all from the bizarre style of playing that seems
Your
just
signature.
I
style.
can't play guitar, just bash the hell out of it, just
Sounds great.
give it a go. Yeah, that song come out really well. That's the sort of thing that the tambourine really brightens the whole thing up. That's a production thing as well, It's fun to play when you're in a small sweaty room, but listening to it is a nice treat.
It's just lovely melody. Always was gonna make later records.
That's nice.
3 chords. That's all you
Moon.
need. Yeah.
Moon.
The little moon. The moon. Everybody look at the moon.
Everybody look at the moon.
So we're on to the old B side now.
We are, mate. We are.
Oh, this is
Okay.
a tearjerker.
Double A side, really.
Cheetah. Yeah. No, it's like for me, it's an A and a B record for sure.
It's fully loaded. Okay.
Catch a break, catch a plane, catch something else. It's hard to catch the truth when you've been running from yourself. So take a long shower or take a day or two. Just do things in your own time. Do what you've gotta do. You wanna be a lighthouse keeper, all alone at the very edge of the world. Go ahead, young girl. You wanna be a lion tamer, get your head bitten off every way you can. Go ahead, young man. All I'm saying is I know people finding redemption under a bridge. The path to happy ain't straight, so get your kicks any way that you can get. You can't change the direction of these winds, but adjust your sails. And all it takes is one moment for your good intentions to prevail, and they won't fail. You wanna be Mother Teresa, like yours alone is the world to save. Well, I remember those days. You reckon
And you're Mahatma Gandhi, and Nazi eating is gonna prove them all wrong. We're too far gone, so why not try patience, try kindness, yeah, try something new. Take 10 minutes, have a breather, yeah, take some time to just do you. Cause you can't change the direction of these winds, but adjust your sails. And all it takes is one moment for your good intentions to prevail, and they won't fail.
Lighthouse Keeper.
Yeah,
That was that.
that was Lighthouse Keeper, which is, as we sit here recording this right now, the single that was out yesterday. So I hope you like it. It's very different for us. It felt very different recording that. We had it written as a rock and roll song, didn't we?
Yeah, people have heard it as well.
With the Postman Pat Lee's like,
I still go back actually. It's on my camera roll with you on that red Fender Jag down at Billy.
Yeah.
Braggs.
Billy Braggs, Cornwall,
James Braggs, and he whipped that line up, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, it was
How it's changed.
How it's changed. But I think like it was Ben Hanna, again first watching. Ben Hanna was the producer. They worked with lovely human being, worked very, very hard on the album, and he sent me a text before we got in there that just kind of said like, I think we should do 2 versions of Lighthouse Keeper. And I was very attached to the original. It's one of the songs that sort of I wrote on the acoustic guitar, and it felt like one of mine. And he was just like, I think we need to like just give it some power. Just think about it. Like maybe we start with the piano and then it builds up into it all. And we really didn't know what we were doing. And like we all kind of sat around, and Alex and I just started playing it really as stripped back as you hear it almost. And then everyone kind of just sat there, chills on the back of the neck, your hairs went up, and we were like, okay, so we're not going to go anywhere with it. We're just going to keep it that far back, we're gonna keep it just piano and vocals.
Yeah, that Phil Collins voice in the back of your head.
Yeah.
Go on.
Further and further, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that was a one of that sounded a bit whatever about it. I don't care. That was one of the most special recording moments of my life. Like that was so much fun.
Special mic and everything, didn't they?
Yeah, we had a special mic for it, and we turned off all the lights. There was some new tropics involved for those that know what that is, and just kind of went for it, didn't we?
Just playing in the dark.
Yeah,
and that's like that is a live take, isn't it? That's
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
one take, and we did 4 or 5.
I think we did like 3 with the lads in the room.
Yeah.
And then
press record, and then
we were like,
send
fuck off.
everyone off.
Send
everyone off.
Invited them to leave,
Press
yeah.
record, and that was the final take.
That was it, wasn't it?
The only take.
But it's just so fucking weird because sorry, she's I'm swearing on now. But it's just so weird because I haven't ever not comped a song, or been like, yeah, this is the best take of that one particular note or whatever. So to have one that by design is left so vulnerable and so raw, it's been a real. I'm glad it's been released.
Yeah. Especially those of you with perfect pitch, you'll be guessing that what chords Alex is playing, and
and the notes that don't perfectly work together.
There's some numbers in there, but that's the beauty of it, isn't it?
It's totally real. There's no
100%.
There's no cutting and pasting with any of it, was there? It was just when we came down, because when we left them two, we were upstairs just chilling out. I was finding the secret tapes on Tony Hawk's. And we came down and they just pressed play and it was dead silent. And then it finished playing and it was dead silent and everyone just looked at each other and nodded and it was just full chills.
Yeah.
That was the one that felt the best.
Alright, that was Lighthouse Keeper.
Yeah. Now for something.
Potentially.
Completely different.
Well, will be completed.
Love and hate tattooed on her fingers. Lost a pinky in a street fight. It now says love and hat. Lovers rock in blood and ink across her shoulder blades. She gets her kicks in ways you'll never comprehend. A moment of peace or some silence with friends. Princess of the estates, it ain't all grey, white, black. Sing songs of victory and heartache from her back. Inner city Cinderella, street light Cinderella. Inner city Cinderella knows it's the small things that make up big life. Love the love, enjoy the joy it brings. Love the love, my gods are kings and queens. Love the love, enjoy the joy it brings. Love the love, my kings and queens. If you want a good time, it's scrawled upon a bathroom wall. Enjoy the ride, life's the school. Time ain't about catching up, it's okay to be you. Baby, in your own world, you are born to rule like inner city Cinderella. Street light Cinderella. Inner city Cinderella knows it's the small things that make a big life. Love the love, enjoy the joy it brings. Love the love, my gods are kings and queens. Love the love, enjoy the joy it brings. Love the love, my kings and queens.
That was
Love the love.
Love the Love, yeah.
Just remembering how much we love that song.
Love.
It's proper, that feels like
It's fun.
back end of the last album for me, like in terms of where we are. We're all playing at once, like you said in that. It's very maximalist, like there are lines on top of lines on top of lines, but that is fun. My old man's favourite song on the album, I think, maybe still. It was at one point. But yeah, fun to play live.
Yeah, very fun.
Fun to
Well,
get
that-
people
well,
doing the
that's
doo-wops.
Yeah, the doo-wop's great.
Yeah.
And
And a bouncy.
It's
Yeah.
the easiest backing line I've ever had to sing.
What is it?
Just my bass that I'm playing at the same time. Do 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 do
That's great. I love
it
it.
so beautifully. That's
I
one
forgot
thing
you
he's
actually playing the bass during that.
That's all there.
The range on this man, he's doing the do-do-do-doos and all the high pitch harmonies as well. Oh,
Not at the same
well,
time.
no, but work on that.
Swiss Army band.
Yeah.
Yeah, wicked.
What was that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now for something a little different. Violin, king of bullshit.
Bullshit,
Yeah,
there you go.
there you go.
That's
Angry
it.
little banger.
Yeah, that's gonna be a mosh pit. Fucking.
Yeah. A couple of the people that have heard the album through in its entirety have said that's one of their favourites. Really easy to record.
Yeah.
Really quick, came really quick, didn't it?
Yeah, it didn't take me any time.
Yeah.
Straight in, full on.
Tom and
aggression the whole way
Tom
through.
and our original.
That's it.
Oh, the dust fell off.
Yeah. I was just trying to manipulate the air around it.
Rocker was therapy, post-war PTSD. Sat on St. Michael's steps. The kids walk a safe place to lay their heads. This cold winter right before you, but you got a friend who's loyal through and through. And to the end, no one ever knew you. The world just looked right through you, but you shone so bright onto the night. A Russell named Jack, named after Grandad. But everybody fought in World War II. Fought for protection. Turned into someone she could sing her heart out to. This cold winter right before you, but you got a friend who was loyal through and through. And to the end, no one ever knew you. The world just looked right through you, but you shone so bright onto the light. Also, look at that junkie. Shouldn't he be spending his money on something a little bit more responsible, like a pair of shoes or some fruit and veg? Found frozen by the river in a Yankees cap, double XL jacket, someone else at that road. Is this how we look after our own? Cause you don't know, you don't know, you don't know nothing, do you know? No, you don't know nothing. Why thousands of people have to live like this? No, you don't know, you don't know, you don't know nothing, do you know? No, you don't know nothing. Why thousands of people have to live like this? This cold winter right before you, but you got a friend who's loyal through and through. And to the end, no one ever knew you. The world just looked right through you, but you shone so bright. This cold winter right before you, but you got a friend who's loyal through and through. And to the end, no one ever knew you. The world just looked right through you, but you shone so bright onto the light.
Now that is Two Dog Night, which is probably one of the most fun songs to play out of the whole flipping album.
Like literally, I just almost laugh out loud every time Carl comes in with that solo. The really one. They were just like, "Oh, we need a weird lead guitar solo. Just please try that." And he was like, "What, like this?"
Yeah, but
So
then
he was totally taking the mick.
but then I remember it wasn't. It was like technically banging, but it wasn't there. And then we thought, you know what Kirk Hammett would do? Brought out the wah pedal. And then it just adds the pizzazz there, isn't it?
It's very pizzazzy in terms of.
It's a face melter.
Yeah.
It's the face melter, and like the tune itself is fun. Sorry. But the message behind the tune, like look at the lyric sheet, and just
Got one there.
analyse it, and just take it in.
Where's the
Because
little
it's all
dance?
around you, like
Yeah, absolutely. It's a song
you
that.
see it in the streets everywhere you are. It's,
Yeah, lyrics are all about the love between people that aren't living inside housing and their dogs and their companions on the streets. So it's one of those ones where we know lots and lots of people that are in that position or have been in that position, and sometimes the love that other people give their dogs, or the, you know what I mean, the care. It's so tangible. It's so real. It's such a real beacon of love in that life. So we wanted to write a song about that, and the lyrics in it, I love the. There's one in the second verse which is a Russell named Jack, named after Grandad, but everybody fought in World War II. You know, and that's all of our grandparents. It was you know, my granddad fought in World War II. Yeah, give a fuck, man. You're no scary. Give a flip, dude. you're no better than, you know, the geezer sitting on the street. His granddad probably fought in World War II too. Like, you're not.
Do you know? I remember when you came up. But when you heard the title for that, it was the first time we went on tour in America.
Yeah, Sean, right?
Yeah. But as soon as you heard that, like, I was looking at him when our mate Sean said it to him. He's like, "Oh, it's a 2 Dog night out there tonight," and he just went, "Oh my god!" And then I didn't see him for like an hour.
Yeah. And like, I'm sure that like for the American people, you get what the titles, but I'd never heard it. So maybe there are people out there that haven't heard it. So the idea is that it's so cold at night, it takes 2 dogs to keep warm, and cowboys or whatever used to sleep in the tents, and you know, and in the tents. Cowboys used to sleep in the tents, but you would have to have that bodily warmth from 2 dogs. So it was a 2 dog night out there, and that was the link. You know, yeah, we love that song. Zang.
What's next?
I know what's next.
Streets is getting tighter. Hey, don't die today. The night is dark, but the fight is righteous. Hey, don't die today. You stick your head above the parapet, they're gonna come for ya. Hey, don't die today. So be brave in our new world, my brothers and sisters. Hey, don't die today. Cold night, hold tight. You got me hanging on the promise of a better life. What's right is this fight, and we're dancing on the edge of a switchblade knife. You're just scared that you're not good enough to go all the way, but you are, and you'll never see if you quit today. The battle for the streets is getting tighter. Hey, don't die today. The night is dark, but the fight is righteous. Hey, don't die today. Redemption is more than this song. It's belief, it's a chance, it's in everyone. You hit the wall, you gotta stay strong. This song's for you, come along, come along. You're just scared that you don't fit in, and it'll stay that way. But freedom is a sound, you never hear it if you quit today. The battle for the streets is getting tighter. Hey, don't die today. The night is dark, but the fight is righteous. Hey, don't die today. You stick your head above the parapet, they're gonna come for ya. Hey, don't die today. So be brave in this new world, my brothers and sisters. Hey, don't die today. 'Cause we won't get, and I can't see no equality. The one side I used to live. No, I can't see. No, I can't see people being free. It's just a battle for you and me. No justice, no peace. No rest for a fascist police in the new model. U.K.Army. The battle for the streets is getting tighter. Hey, don't die today. The night is dark, but the fight is righteous. Hey, don't die today. You stick your head above the parapet, they're gonna come for ya. Hey, don't die today. So be brave in this new world, my brothers and sisters. Just know you're doing okay. Just don't die today. No, don't die today. No, don't die today. 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 No, don't die today. Don't die today. Don't die today. Don't die today. Don't die today.
we've mostly been
Nice.
talking about a bass in it, which is very complicated.
Yeah, it's hard bass line.
Possibly overcomplicated.
Yeah.
Very challenging bass line.
Matt Freeman, though.
Yeah.
Look what you did to your finger playing it.
Yeah.
It nearly cut 2 of my fingers off playing that bass line. I still haven't recovered.
You need to get like the strings, mate.
Yeah. That was Don't Die Today.
Yeah.
Which is about I don't know if I can do it like that. Which is we understand that as a band, as a group of people, we understand that life is very difficult and just normal life is very difficult, and all the systems were built on very different timings and schedules and responsibilities and that sort of stuff that, you know,
You're right.
people shouldn't have to go to work and lose fingers. It's a difficult thing. No, but really, like, it's one of those sort of ska songs on the album, and the political message is very driven behind that song. We know what we're trying to say in that song. You know, it's absolutely a smash at the controlling states and the systems of fear and the media. Like, though this song is 100% a big fucking middle finger to what the current establishment is, and it's just hard enough not to die every day and to want to live when art is being shut down, when communal spaces are being, you know, defunded. It's difficult, and we get it, and a lot of the best ska punk in the world and punk in the world comes from that position of discourse. So we wrote that one.
That was kind of a vibe behind the whole album, like the world's bleak. Let's enjoy it.
Yeah, let's enjoy it comes out in a lot, you know, with Flatlined and Call Me Away and stuff. There's still fun in it, but that one I think is one of my favourite
messages.
Well, no, dichotomies. Like, you've got such a happy, upbeat with the skank as well. You know, we haven't done many songs that are that scary on the album, so the jet all the way through is very happy by default, and then the lyrics are actually incredibly bleak. Yeah. This is, I think,
That's two-tone, isn't it?
that is, yeah.
One more song.
One more song.
What is it going to be?
Try something new, try something different. If the end goal, if the purpose is pure existence, then nothing should stop us from existing in every single way that we can. And if acceptance is deliverance, then deliverance is believing that everyone would be better if they can. So here I stand, we're going somewhere, I feel it in my water. To the bottom of a barrel or somewhere we ought to be proud of in the end. If Sundays are for roasts, they're for cuddles and they're for toast. They're for walking with cold noses and little tiny toesies. Socks wet through from the puddles that you trudge through. It's just a simple metaphor for the drudgery, for the life, for the pain you feel inside you can't ignore for any longer. Open the door to something stronger, cause you know, and you can feel it in your water. Going somewhere, it's important to hope with all our hearts we're going somewhere forward. But if we're not, you've not got far to fall out here. And here we stand, one and all, solid to the end, so you can bounce back again. And if time is irrelevant, let's mitigate some elements. If it's friendship, it's important. If it's purpose or if it's a plan. If it's a life spent together. If it's a life well lived with experience. I am stood here and I'm telling you, you've got one chance to live it. And if we're going somewhere,
What a lovely coda.
Yeah, going forwards there.
Yeah, I think a lot of the band didn't understand that song when it first came
when
about.
it first came, it was obviously it was a quick 30 minutes. Well, I came up with the guitar of it, sent the Logic project to you, and it was another 10 minutes back, and it had been done.
Yeah,
It was like, oh, here we go.
It was totally a real blank page to jump off of, you know, like the fact that
No
we
drums or anything. It's like
exactly, and it was like the breakdown in Flatlined. It was almost like we got to the point of the album where we'd recorded those other songs, the 11 songs, or whatever we'd already done, and to have a bit of space to kind of be like, this is what we're trying to say on the album as well, you know, like you said, how we ended with Don't Die Today, that would have been a full stop. But going forward is a bit of a breaking of the fourth wall, a bit of a statement of intent.
It was so exciting with this song as well, just like watching it go from your guitar idea to then hearing with your vocals, and then just every layer that got put on it. It was like, okay, yes, I like where this is going, and then suddenly that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think we did it once in the rehearsal room. Well, second time, right, we'll do that in the studio.
Yeah.
And then it was a studio.
It's definitely a studio track.
Yeah.
It's definitely a studio track. Like we did it once in the studio, in the rehearsal studio, as you say, like decently. But that didn't have half of what ended up on the track. You know, like by the end, and stripped back again. Like there's loads of room in it. Bit of a sad one as well. It's a nice kind of brings it all back to a little close. Well, for me anyway. I don't know about you.
Wholesome.
Wholesome.
Yeah, it's wholesome.
It's that like Sundays of a roast, cuddles and toast like that. Wholesome. So that was it.
Survivor started.
Friends, thank you very much for watching it.
Yeah.
If you're still watching at this point, you beautiful masochist, thank you very much. We appreciate it. The album is out probably by the time that you're seeing this, so you can pick up one of these amazing colours with all this crazy, wonderful artwork and digital downloads and this wonderful piece of art too. But thank you very much for hanging out with us tonight.
Be sure to come to the merch desk and grab a copy.
Yeah, hang out
And get it signed. You know, we're always happy to
do your thing.
Take the old sleeve off and get the Sharpies out in there.
Oh yeah. Anybody feels sad about the album as a whole? Like, I mean,
Just
want to
really
say,
enjoyed listening through
I want to
to
say
it.
massive
Like,
thank you to
getting-
Pure Noise for taking it on board. Like,
big time.
without you, like, we wouldn't be doing this listening party. So
Yeah, absolutely. And
would have been
I'm just super
arrangements
proud
out
of it,
there.
you know.
Yeah, that's
like,
nice.
It's one of the best things that I've ever been part of creating, and like, I don't know, words couldn't do it justice how I feel about it, and with the people that I did it with, and everyone that's been involved in helping us create this. It's just
It's one of those ones
Amazing.
where, like, especially with the risks we took on the album and differences in sound, we know there's going to be some people that it knocks their nose out of line a little bit. But I think when you've got such a good group of mates that, you know, go on then. Do that guitar. Yeah, exactly. Do that guitar. Like, go on, watch me play that. You know, I think that's you end up with some wonderful.
Yeah, because I think we learned some lessons over
Big
the years,
time,
and we were
big
like, you
time.
know, don't get into your head too much.
Don't go to blame place.
But yeah, if you're any for aspiring songwriters out there, don't, you know, just don't over analyze what you've got, and just do it, and don't keep comping it as well. Like, there's so many songs on there that were done and finished. Like, and that's the beauty of it. That's like
totally,
you know,
man. And this could go out to deaf ears, and this, you know, we may never. That's true. It's better phrasing that nowadays for that. But this could go to a place where not many people hear this album, or not many people watch this particular, like, you know, listen through or whatever. But if there is at least one person in there, I would just absolutely beg you, don't be so clinical with your music. Like, express yourself, create something, have a good group of people around you that trust you and believe in you, but ultimately do it and write for you, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? But thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. Good to see you.